Welcome back, everybody. We are, we're taking a different turn today. We have Bonnie Lynch, who's president of the League of Women Voters, with us. Also Gary Kraft, who's a drug court specialist. We're going to talk about drug court in Christian County, and this has come to light here in the last few, recently, that funding for drug courts is going to disappear. And we're going to take a twofold approach on this. We're going to talk a little bit more to Gary about exactly what drug court is and what it does. And then the League of Women Voters has taken this on kind of as a project to make sure that funding is available for that. So let's start with Gary. Gary, why is this important? We know it is, but why is it?
Well, it's so important for our community because unfortunately we do have an area that we live in here in Hopkinsville, and we do have a lot of drug use from young adolescents in our community. It's so important because it's touching families and youth at an early age. And our goal in our program is to get the young people while they're young, educate them, early intervention type stuff. And not only do we just do the drugs, we touch families as well, and that's why it's so important to keep this program going.
Is it because you not only deal with the person who may be using the drugs or whatever, but you bring the family in as a unit to work with it? Is that how that works? That's
absolutely correct, and that's one thing that people don't understand. And I get the first-hand opportunity to meet with the youth when they come in from the courts, and I get to meet with the family members. And one of the first things I say in my interview is, we're not just going to work with you and your drug and alcohol problem. We're going to work with you with your family. We're going to work with you with your school. We're going to try to bring this whole thing together.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. I know that every year when you have drug court, what is it, graduation, it's called, we get a call, and in some instances you would think people might be embarrassed, that they've been through this. But it seems like overall there's a sense of pride for having gone through this. Is that something that is done, kind of comes automatically, or is it the way the program works?
Well, I think it's just mostly part of change. When the kids come into our program, a lot of them have been using for a long time. Not all of them, but sometimes we get maybe first-time offenders, and we find out later on that they've been using in a lot longer than what they've said first time.
Right.
And when they come in, I let them know that drug court is something, with it being juvenile related, that there's a sense of confidentiality about it. And that's just part of the law that we have to follow. But I let them know that if they tell anybody that they're in drug court, it's them, not us.
Right.
And so they come in kicking and screaming, some of them. However, when they leave, most of them are proud and will come back and speak at graduations, come back and support fellow participants that they've was in the program with. And it's just a matter of them getting their lives together, getting off the drugs, getting off the alcohol. Their families are involved now. Their school is just going great for them. Everything is just fantastic in their life. When they reach graduation, it's probably most of them's the most positive thing going in their life at that time.
How long is the program?
Our program lasts anywhere from 9 months to a year and a half.
Okay.
The actual program is 36 weeks long. And then if they meet all the criteria that we put forth to them, at the end of 36 weeks, pending if they don't have any sanctions or, and any ups and downs, and most of them do, then they will have a graduation. And then there's a 4-month aftercare period, where basically we kind of back off of them. We let them use the skills that they've learned, and let them kind of just go out there and ease into the society again, and hope that they use what we give them.
It's a great program. Gary Kraft's our guest, along with Bonnie Lynch. We're going to come back and talk about what the League of Women Voters is doing to help continue this program right after this. Bonnie Lynch and Gary Kraft are our guests. We're talking about drug court. Now, tell me what happened, Bonnie. All of a sudden, the funding is gone for this.
Right. We found out that the funding was gone for the program, and there's such a need in Christian County. We knew that. So at our annual meeting, end of the year meeting, we thought that this would be something we really wanted to get in on.
And you're talking about the League of
Women Voters. Excuse me, Christian County League of Women Voters, and with urgency, because we know the funding is about to be gone. And I think I understand that there may be some funding that's been found that we may be able to keep the program in Christian County, but we're, nothing definite yet.
Okay.
But we think that might be in the works because it is such a worthwhile program. And so the league wanted to do whatever we could. What we normally do is bring it to the public, inform the public of what's going on, and maybe we'll get more people involved, and maybe they'll donate some dollars.
How much money are we talking about here between the two of you? Do you know?
I'll just run it.
Well, the initial startup is going to be our big thing. And I've run some numbers from the state and with Judge Adams and shared some numbers with him. And we seem to think that maybe the first year funding is going to be our most expensive because but we don't know where we're going to be at yet.
Yes.
That's one reason why. But I'm guessing somewhere, don't hold me exactly to this, but somewhere between $70,000 a year is about what it's going to run.
And how many people can benefit from that kind of money?
Well, the way when this thing was set up 10 years ago, the particular contract that we have, and I just work part-time, by the way, was for 12 participants. We've had more than 12 in it at one time. We try to keep that number 8 to 12 kids in at all times.
Okay. Now, Bonnie, what you're having a meeting tomorrow night or something?
Right. We're having a forum tomorrow at 6:30 at the courthouse, District Room 3, and we have every person that participates in the drug court there. So we'll have each person will kind of walk us through each section, and we have about 13 or 14 people on forum. I think Gary's going to be there with us, again, giving us more information. But it's to inform the public and let people know why this program is so important and needed in Christian County, and maybe get some folks involved. And that was our goal, to inform the public.
And that's Tuesday night, folks. If you're watching this, if you're watching it on Monday night, if you're watching it Tuesday, it's tonight. But it's just a great program. I mean, I've heard so many things for years, and I always know how excited the people are down there when they call and say, we're having graduation, can you come? And we always get great interviews from people who have benefited.
Right. I think we may even have a young person that has gone through the program that will come and kind of give his testimony of the program tomorrow night. So it'll be really great if people will come out and support it.
So, folks, you need to check that out. You said District Court Room 3?
District Court 3 at 6:30 Tuesday, August 24th.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, once you do this as the League of Women Voters, because most people know League of Women Voters, we do the
study,
the study, and we do the candidate debates and those kind of things.
Right.
Once you do this, what's your next step as a group?
Well, as a group, we'll study the results, and then we'll take action, like what we need to do. If if the raising of the money, the asking the right people, whatever. So after we study it, then we will take action of some sort. Yes.
And if somebody really wants to get involved with this, I assume right now, League is a point people for this?
Right now. But, of course, we love partners, but right now, we're taking the initiative to do the forum for Tuesday.
Okay.
But after this program, if we have some partners, that would be even great.
And how do they contact you?
Contact me, Bonnie Lynch, and I'll give you my phone number, 885-6554. It's my home number.
Okay.
Or you can email me, Wanda Bonnie Lynch at bellsouth.net.
Okay.
And we'd love to have partners. The
Okay.
more the merrier, and we get more done.
All right.
Yes.
So, Gary, it's a good program, right?
I can't tell you how great a program it is. I was telling Bonnie before we came back today how blessed I truly am to be a part of this. I've been involved for 5 years now, and I have seen so many lives touched. Just so many lives that were just going away.
Right.
And now we have students who are in college. We have students that are managers in restaurants. I mean,
we're going to run out of time here.
But
it's
awesome.
You can see, folks, the passion that you have for this.
Yes.
Gary Kraft, who's a drug court specialist, Bonnie Lynch, president of the League of Women Voters. The meeting's tomorrow night, Tuesday night, at the District Courtroom 3. Is that
Yes, that is correct.
6:30, and we'll be there, and we'll bring you up to date on that. But you need to be there too, and try to help out with this fine event. We'll be right back.
Thank you.